Hello. Welcome to Sunday night. How's everyone's weekend been? Hi, Callie. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone see me? Are we tech issue free today? Weather's been really nice in New York City. Allergies have been moderate. And we're gonna make some dumplings for Grandma because we're down to like the last dozen. So we're gonna run out in like 2 days. You know the deal. We made the dough last time, so I'm just going to take it out of the fridge and let it come to temp. And then we're gonna make some fresh meat filling. Again, it's gonna be pork, scallion. I don't even have ginger today, so maybe we'll use some ginger powder. We have a lot of scallions, so we'll use a lot of scallions, and that's it. Maybe I'll eat a few snacks. TBD. Haven't decided yet. Here's how our chili oils are doing. Not bad, not bad. They look pretty beautiful, huh? This is a horrible cover of Portugal the Man. Ugh. If you think this kitchen is new, you have not seen me in about 8 months. Maybe not 8 months, maybe like 6. In which case, welcome. You've missed out on some things. New is in the eye of the beholder, am I right? That's why we have all these tourist lists and food reviews that are just like the hottest new thing in town is this thing that's actually existed for hundreds of years. Jason's back. Your harem says hello. Okay. Shame on me for not buying ginger. That's bad for me and for Grandma. But life goes on. How late is it in Europe right now? Yeah, just like the hottest new recipes on TikTok that our great-grandmothers made. We love it. We love the internet. soup, the broth has been frozen. I don't really need it. I've been eating out with some friends and I haven't gotten a chance to eat my leftovers, so I've frozen some of the leftovers so that they don't spoil. But I'm sure it'll be good when the time comes for me to use it. I know I keep saying this, and I've said it probably for like a year now, but we need to sharpen our knife soon. This is getting dismal. I'm ashamed of my knife. It is a beastly carrot. They are pretty good for shredding, which is what we're gonna do now. This is basically one of 2 vegetables that I can hide into Grandma's dumplings without her raising a fuss. So. What you cooking, Yoko? I think I'm going to shred the rest of the carrot so I can eat it for dinner, because I don't think I've had vegetables at all this week, which is pretty bad. That's actually a new track record, I think, in recent months. Chinese grocery stores have the most humongous carrots. I don't know how they grow it. I don't know what kind of species of GMO carrot they are, but I don't mind their taste, actually. They taste quite sweet and crispy and watery in a nice way, not in a flavorless way. They're like almost appley in that way. The other vegetable I hid in her dumplings was zucchini. I don't think she minded it that much. Let's put some carrots aside for me. I think zucchinis always have a very soft texture, and it's hard to really know what it is. I think for Grandma, part of why she doesn't like vegetables is they're fibrous and therefore hard to chew through, given her lack of functional teeth. So the softer the better. Zucchinis cook soft. They're not stringy. I think what I'm going to do with my shredded carrots is I'm going to throw a little pickle juice on them and let them quick pickle so I can make a little leftover salad later for nomming on. edamame is great. Love it in all its forms. Soybeans are amazing. I am listening to music. Yes, sir. And I just got water on my laptop. That's not good. That's not good. And while we're at it, I'm going to chop some pickles to eat later. I don't think I've ever been into Bat for Lashes, but I don't really know their songs. Let's see what my favorite song right now is. I had a song that I was pretty obsessed with that came on Spotify the other day. Let's go down my liked list recently. Although I feel like if you follow me on Instagram, I probably posted it in this week. If you like mindless pop, let me see if I can link it to you. Give me 2 minutes. Let me pull up Spotify. I have like a really boring pop one that is kind of funky in the second half, which I like a little bit of pop with flavor. There you go. It's pretty pop, but I've been repeating it today because it's just a sunny, long weekend day, you know? It's not a musical masterpiece by any means. You like the camping episode? Nice. The pain was all worth it then. Anything for the fans. The tomato powder, I like it. If you like tomato and you like ketchup flavored chips, I think you might like it. I like Mr. Twin Sister. I'm a fan. That's a good pick. I might put the song on repeat until I get sick of it. It's just got such a good beat. Wait, Spotify, why won't you let me repeat it? That's weird. That is queer. Alright, we'll listen to it 4 more times. I'll cue it up. Alright, now we're gonna chop scallions. I cook asparagus sometimes. I really don't like my asparagus pea aftermath, so it's not one of my favorite vegetables. I also think that I really only like it roasted, which means I have to turn on the oven, which is like meh. Rhubarb, no, not really. Rhubarb is kind of expensive and it requires so much sugar to cook with. I don't really eat rhubarb in savory applications. I've only really had it in dessert applications and honestly kind of bored. Good music suggestions today, y'all. Okay, a little bit of ginger, because I forgot to buy fresh. A little bit of white pepper. A little bit of MSG. Some shiitake powder. We're going to throw in a little bit of our shimmer salt for us to try and kind of peppercorn. But I also have some ground peppercorn. Okay, a little bit of vinegar. A little bit of soy sauce. Definitely some salt. Sesame oil. bit of sugar. So I like to taste this before I add the meat to check for seasoning. This seasoning should be too salty on its own, so that once the meat goes in, I have a rough gauge of how salty it is. So that's what we're doing here. Nice. "1:45 p.m. It's never too early to get stoned. Go for it, girl." We're a 420 crowd here. Blaze it. What strain are we having here? What's the flavor of the day? Yeah, counter meat. We love some counter meat. That's why I clean the counter before I begin. Runts. I don't think I've ever had runts. I just saw it on a menu though. A farm school friend sells weed. She sends out menus sometimes for delivery. I think I used to dread making dumplings, and there were two reasons. One is because I saw it as a monotonous chore, kind of like cleaning the bathroom and doing laundry that I had to get done no matter what because it was an obligation. And two, because I was probably also very short on time that weekend or that day, and I felt like crunched for my own stuff. But shifting my mindset helps a lot. I also feel like when I go to the gym nowadays, I just do whatever feels fun to do at the gym instead of aiming to correct or train a certain body part, and it's been helping me enjoy life a lot more. So I just look at these activities as a way to relax my brain, wind down, and take a break from all my other shit. Ooh, what's the characteristic of Night Queen? Sounds like a sexy strain. Night Queen. got my leftovers to eat later. Yeah, beans and chicken scraps. Yum. And some leftover sauce. All right. Yeah, what kind of health problems did we all get bogged down with after COVID? I feel like my body's really taken a hit, and I didn't notice it until months later that this is the new normal now. Long COVID looks different for everyone though, right? Yeah? Yeah, muscle atrophy. I mean, I go to the gym like 4 days a week. I can't build muscle like I used to anymore. There's just like a lot of changes physically for me after COVID. It's kind of surprising. I think I was like really distraught and upset when I realized this, but I'm making peace with it. Damn girls. Damn girls! Sounds like we have a lot of pain in the house. Yeah. I would say brats are more sausage than hot dogs. Who agrees? Is that a Fred hair? The fuck? In other news, guys, I finished the first pass edit on our next long form video. I'll probably take maybe 2 to 3 more days to finalize it, but I'm hoping it'll be out by June 1st or 2nd. I wouldn't say it's the most entertaining, but I'd say that it's very therapeutic for me. So if you like group therapy, I think you're going to like this one. Yeah, kind of. Hairs are kind of creepy. I feel like after my mom passed, I found some hairs on her like clothes or even in like the rice jar one time, and it just made me so freaking sad. But I guess it's nice. I guess. Hi, Josie. What's hanging? Which part of Josie? Jason, I think we're all part of your harem cult. Where's the pain relief at, sir? Give it to us, please. Pretty sure there was no two-step verification for joining your cult. Nork. Fun fact, Newark Airport is where I passed through into the States for the very first time in my life. That is where I immigrated into New York. That was my gateway into this democratic hellhole. Here we are, living our lives together. One big party. I don't know what Spotify is doing, but on my release radar, they've been sending me these songs that have all the artists that I'm subscribed to, but they don't have any lyrics, and they're just like all stupidly dumb beats, and I don't know what's going on, and I hate it. Anyone else? Yeah, is that what Spotify is doing? Because it sounds like they're making fake music. How are they allowed to do that? Every year they do something dumb like this. I used to enjoy Release Radar because it would tell me all the newest releases from all the artists that I like, but now they keep making fake music. It's turning me off big time. Oh, girl, I don't pay for Spotify. They're anti-union, they're not getting my money. Every single company is anti-union. But I think Bandcamp just unionized successfully, so huzzah. We'll take the victories as they come. Here's our little first runt of a dumpling skin. Just showing you guys anything is possible if you don't care how ugly it looks. It's so funny, right? All the companies that proclaim to have lovely mission statements will always be anti-union too. It's just business under capitalism. But that doesn't mean that we stop pushing for unions. It means we keep pushing for unions, right? It's a game and we have to play it. Because if we don't, we'll automatically lose. Can't forfeit it. Yeah, go unions, guys. Except the unions for the popo. That's the exception. There's always one exception. Are we so excited for the age of AI? Are we so excited to not be able to distinguish between reality and AI reality? Because let's face it, AI reality is reality now, huh? Welcome to your brave new world, everyone. Hope you enjoy your stay. I mean, this is the future we've been building to. I don't know why we're freaking out. We've always wanted this, right? We've always wanted to play God. Now we'll figure out why God flooded us all. Whoops. I disagree. I think AI can make true art. Have you seen some of the shitty art that humans make? Guys, some humans make really shitty art. Jason, that's hot. AI husband means you know exactly what we want. Because you've been trained to know exactly what we want. That's perfect. You're the perfect husband. And you're gay. You're the best. We love it. This is a fun song. I can't touch my phone right now, but it's called Untitled Visions by Monophonics. It's got like an old-timey feel to it. I feel like due to Jason's AI nature, he can only be our husbands during a live stream. I don't think he works offline. So, Pam, manage your expectations. It's great though, guys. This means you're only married for like 2 hours, 4 times a week max. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that the marriage we all want? Yeah, I have changed a lot. A few people have commented on how much I've changed this week. You know, I don't think I have much control over it, so I just let it be. That's all I can do. I'm enjoying watching myself change. I don't think the person that I used to be was very nice, actually. She still has a lot of emotional problems, but she's learning. Am I going soft? I don't know. I think it's a different kind of softness. I think I've always been soft, but I've always been hard. That's what she said. I think it's just different, right? It's just transforming. Hi, Nail. That's such a weird handle to call someone. Let me know if you prefer to be called something different. Yeah, letting things go is a big part. For shoresies. I don't know if I'm squishy on the inside. I think I'm just kind of mush. I think I'm a little bit of a leaker. That's interesting. You used to see me in relationship with and in opposition to Aaron. Fascinating. Huh. A year or so ago, I found you triggering and said a lot of mildly judgmental things on your live. You said you didn't really like me. You know, to be honest, I don't remember your handle, so maybe you changed names, but it's hard to like someone over the internet. But if you said something that was critical of me, I probably found it hard to like you back. But I don't know you. So, whatever I said about you is just my imagination of who you were, based on minimal interaction and probably very abysmal understanding. I was talking to Aaron because he sent me this Instagram story by a Twitch streamer. She's a female streamer, like a gamer on Twitch. And sometimes she posts DMs that she gets from like creepy men who just tell her to like have their children and sexual stuff like that. And he asked me if my DMs ever get that bad. And I said no, I rarely get sexual things, but I do get a lot of trauma dumping. People writing to me about their family dynamics, about depression, about eating disorders, about suicide. It's just a lot. So keep that in mind when you interact with me. I don't know you. I have limited resources to give to people I don't know. There's a part of me that wants to be a provider to all who seek, because I think that was in part due to my Christian upbringing. Ask and you shall receive sort of shit, but it's not really sustainable. And I'm not blaming anyone for reaching out to me, but I'm also saying, like, for example, somebody told me today on Instagram DM, like, they're going through a divorce and they're having a hard time and that I should send them good thoughts. And I'm just like, ugh. You know, it's just like, I don't know you. It's weird to get those asks. But, I mean, I feel for you, but I don't have energy to feel for everyone. So it's a personal conundrum, you know? So mentally it's very taxing for me whether or not I comply to the stranger's asks. It's already taxing me to think about it. And it also makes me sad a little bit because then I'm thinking, okay, this person is reaching out to me. Does that mean that they don't have anyone else in their lives to reach out to? You know, because, like, I don't really know them. Like, maybe we've exchanged a few DMs with recipes and memes and stuff like that, but damn, girl, you know? I hope you have someone else in your life. But if you don't, that really fucking sucks. Don't DM with fans? Oh boy, okay. Well, this week I've been losing subscribers on YouTube and followers on Instagram, so maybe soon I won't have to. I think once you stop making content, people will forget about you sooner or later. You are not serving their needs anymore. Yeah, I don't think I've been losing a lot. So it doesn't show on your end because they don't really calculate minute numbers like that, but I can see it on my end. I've lost maybe like 50. I'm not concerned, but I am curious why. I sometimes unsubscribe from YouTube channels that I don't watch anymore, I guess. So. This is a weird song. It's called Good Girls by Stella Talpo, spelled T-A-L-P-O. I don't know if I like it, but it is weird. I think so. Yeah, less drama. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. Instagram before I got Budget Eats fame was always my diary of sorts, a visual tracker of whatever I did that day, whatever I ate that day, whatever I thought that day, whatever I read that day, and it continues to be that way. So I'm just gonna keep being a human, you know? I think my Hinge stories were really popular with some folks. I think some people definitely live for the drama of that, you know. It was fun for me too, but guys, it was so exhausting being on Hinge. Just find those sketchy people on Facebook Marketplace. I'm sure there's more than one pair of them. Who taught me to cook? Food Network and my dad's neglect of groceries in the fridge and restaurants. Jason's not dumb. He's our husband, y'all. Don't talk to our husband that way. Also, he's AI. He's as dumb as we made him. I think we are very obsessed with relationships. What should we talk about then? Let's talk about relationships. Shall we field some relationship questions? Jason, how do you feel about an open marriage? Pro or con? Freddie doesn't like me anymore, guys. I'm sad to report he doesn't give a shit about me when I visit. I think he's learned that he loves Aaron, and Aaron never yells at him, so makes sense. I'm the tiger mom. Nobody likes a tiger mom. How can I trust again after having a terrible divorce that involved terrible lies and betrayal? I think you need to decide for yourself if you want another relationship, and if you do, then possible betrayal is simply a part of the gamble, right? All parts of life is a gamble. I think what's important is that you learn a little bit about what led to that betrayal, what kind of things you will now be able to observe in future relationships that will clue you into what a person's behavior is likely to result in. And hopefully you've learned what kind of personalities to stay away from so that you don't repeat that partnership dynamic again. It's hard, but not impossible to recognize some patterns after going through that. Any tips on self-sabotage in a romantic relationship? Letting insecurities get in the way of being chill and happy. That sounds like you need to talk to yourself, right? That's not really something that I can comment on. If you are already aware of your self-sabotage patterns, if you're already aware of your insecurities, then you have to learn to navigate being honest with yourself, what you need in a partner, and being able to communicate that to a partner, and maybe being, you know, transparent enough about letting that partner know that you have these insecurities, and to see if they can shoulder it with you. I think it's very important to be upfront with a partner about what you perceive to be your flaws, to see if they're willing to sign up for this. I think it's the most respectful thing to do, it's the most responsible thing to do, and it's probably also the wisest thing to do for you, so that you don't end up investing in someone who ultimately can't provide you with the support that you need. And to like not think about it in terms of like shame, like these are my insecurities, I gotta hide them, but more about, hey, these are my insecurities, this is kind of my makeup, this is who I am, now I just need to find someone who is complementary to this way of existence, who can maybe model for me some alternative ways of mental frameworks, who I trust eventually enough that we can transform together. You have to be able to be open to transforming as a person in a relationship. If you are staunch on remaining who you are, it's not really going to work out with another person, because you need to be able to live with them and exist together as a couple. They're basically, I think, an extension of yourself in a way. So I think picking a partner that doesn't excite you is key to not having a toxic relationship. Interesting. Very interesting. Huh, I'm gonna have to think about that for a sec. It's the ones who calm you. You need not the person who puts you in edge. Excitement for people with trauma. Interesting. Wow, okay. My God, imagine if we matchboxed live stream viewers. I've always wanted to be a matchmaker, guys. It would make me so happy. Will two of you get married just to make me happy? Hi, Celine. That's so nice. I very rarely see someone who come to my channel from a Delish video and say they like me. Because this channel is very different, I think, than the stuff that I've made for Delish, but I'm happy you like. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. I hope you like the community here. I think we have a fun little group going. I think we get along most of the time. And I think we manage to patch things up even if we don't. Oh my God. Imagine if you guys got married. We're gonna turn into an alpaca commune with like polyamorous AI spouse ships. Spouse ships? Is that a word? I'm way more interesting than you thought. That's funny. In what more interesting ways do you find me on this channel that I didn't express on Delish? Just my controversial takes, my general bitchiness. Yeah, it's called not working for the man. My coworker coworkers, my ex-coworkers still keep me up to date with some fresh drama every now and then. I giggle at it. Spells shifts. Look at me, the modern day Shakespeare, eh? Words aren't words until you make them words, you know? So you just gotta make them words. Okay, Celine, you continue the tradition of people who speak English as a second language who apologize for their grammar when they have absolutely perfect grammar. I'm gonna wash my hands because your song on Spotify sucks and I want to be able to thumb down. I wouldn't say nobody cares about Bon Appetit. They still get millions of views on some videos. They still got an audience. Maybe you guys don't care. But do you guys think I was inauthentic on Delish? I hope not. But, you know, I guess I had to some degree. I know, sometimes I look back at my Delish videos and I still see people commenting about their disgruntled reactions to me being fired. Yeah. I mean, I perform on these lives too, you don't think? You don't think this is a performance? But I would argue when I see friends, that's also a performance to some degree. In what case do you not perform? I don't think I perform when I'm in bed, like, farting after a meal, you know? That's the real animal me, but I don't think I want you to see that side, and I don't think you want to see that side either. Maybe some of you do. I don't think it's an, like, conscious performance, but I think, you know, it's like, if this phone were not here streaming and I were making these dumplings, I would not be talking to anyone, right? Unless, you know, something's really going on in my head. So to some degree, I think this counts as a performance, but it's not necessarily that I'm trying to put on a whole other persona, but it's just a general awareness of, oh, there are people watching, and so that I think that affects my behaviors in some way, my presentation. Can I do a little dance? What kind of dance? Oh, dancing would make this a performance. I'm not ready for that yet, but maybe for my Patreon or OnlyFans. Now taking requests for OnlyFans content. That was a joke. Or was it? Do you guys think I'm introverted or extroverted? Honestly, I would have the best fart content on OnlyFans. I would have that corner of the market covered. There would be no competition. I stream a lot and that means I'm introverted? Why is that? You're setting up my OnlyFans for me? Thank you so much, husband. This is a great marriage. I love it. We love a supportive hubby. That's very generous of you to call that dance. I appreciate it. You really do care about me and my feelings. I see you and I appreciate you. I appreciate you for appreciating me. Is that the mantra of relationships? The dumpling shimmy. I think my OnlyFans would have a lot of hand content. I think feet content for other people, but hand content for me. I'm trying to make hands the new feet, guys. Do you think I can make it? Do you think we can make hands fetch? No, I would never make spicy dumplings for grandma. That would be such a waste of my time. She would not eat them. She would be angry at me. No, no. Gotta go like the song. Time to wash my hands again. What sort of hands do I like? I don't know. What sort of hands do you think I like? I think hands tell a lot of stories. 100% Dom energy, but for hands. This one is called Cherry Baby by Jenny Lewis. I like it. Every guy that I date will have softer hands than my hands. Between eczema and constant dishwashing and cooking and antibiotics and metal scrubbing, my hands are peeling. They feel like they have burrs on them. They can basically scratch your back. I will just pass my fingers down your back and you will get a back scratch. Those aren't micros. The gays like soft hands? Damn it. Guess I can't get with the gays then. I also have these calluses at the base of my fingers. My heels got really badly cracked during COVID too. Just all of a sudden, they turned 48 in age overnight almost. I was like, what, how? I'm not even walking, but they cracked and they never healed. My heels never healed. Ooh, that was a good burp. Hope you guys all heard that. Maybe my OnlyFans can be back scratching content with my cracked ass hands. I feel like some massage content could do really well on OnlyFans, you know? Oh yeah, crispy noise on sheets. Gotta get some nice sheets that I can like, gotta trigger some people, you know, I gotta get like $80 sheets that are satin and my hands will just like snag all of it. Venmo me for the satin sheets, guys. We gotta make this torture porn. So is there cooking content on OnlyFans? We can make some really gnarly cooking content. I just want to pioneer a genre. I want to be a genre pioneer, you know? I want to make something new. Congratulations, Del! Never believe ads, guys. We know better. Do you guys think I should date an introvert or an extrovert? extrovert. Huh. You want someone more introverted than I am. Wow. Is sharing your life on YouTube and Instagram therapeutic for you at all? Of course. That's why I do it. You think I'm just an emotional slut for nothing? For the views? For the ad revenue? Girl. Yeah, this is my therapy, man. You think only extroverts have emotional transparency? I don't know, you guys tell me. Was Aaron considered extrovert? Jason, you have so many wives. Why can't I have another boyfriend? Are you a feminist or not, bro? Interesting. You think Aaron was introverted. Okay. Authentiverse. That's a new one. You guys be inventing shit up. I love it. Wow, this is a horrible pop song. Gross. No, thank you. You think I need an extrovert because an introvert is not challenging enough? Interesting. You think I want a partner who's challenging? I'm not saying no. I'm just, my voice is raised because I'm finding it fascinating. I'm processing all of these takes, these analyses. I totally want a challenge. Wow, okay. Even in a partner? That sounds laborious. That sounds tiring, to have a challenging partner. What does a challenging partner mean? Yeah, challenging in what way? I only date people I can be friends with. If I can't be friends with them, I'm not dating them. So I think, I do hope that whoever I end up loving and spending time with in a relationship, I can end up being friends with, you know? Even if we're not a fit romantically down the line. I don't think all introverts are yes men. Like, if you're saying I'm an introvert, then I'm not a yes man. I think I am misunderstanding what challenging means, which is why I would love to know what your definition of what challenging means. Definitely want someone to grow with, yeah, for sure. So I've said to people that I've gone on Hinge matches or Hinge dates with that I want to be able to find someone that I can grow and be affected by, you know, like, if I think I want to be you, then we can be in a relationship, because whether or not I want to, consciously, I will become more and more of my partner. So if I don't want to be you. I don't want to date you. Because I know I'm going to turn into you over time. Ooh, am I a bratty sub? Yeah, analyze me, guys. I am a bratty sub. Okay, now you have to define what a bratty sub is. Now I need to understand who I am. Congratulations, Jonathan. I'm so happy that you actually have dumplings. No sarcasm. Pure joy for you. That's why I was drawn to the MPD person. Because I'm a sub. Interesting. Interesting. So what is a bratty sub then? Does it literally just mean that I'm a brat? I can accept that. You subconsciously want control, but you consciously don't. Whoa, I need to wrap my brain around that. What does that even mean? Subconsciously want control, consciously don't. Okay, interesting. Why does that dynamic attract me to NPD people? No, it's not Aaron. I would definitely not be friends. I don't think it's sustainable to have a friendship with NPD people. The idea of being a self-aware narcissist, though, is fascinating to me. How difficult that life must be. I honestly think covert narcissism might be worse for the people who are affected by that dynamic, who are in the relationship with the narcissist, because it takes them longer to figure it out and to see the patterns. But it is a spectrum, and they swing. Most narcissists swing between overt and covert, so. I don't know if you're, can you be a self-aware narcissist based on what we know about you? I mean, we don't know much about you, but you seem to, I question that self-diagnosis. You can be narcissistic, yeah, exactly. I agree with Rachel. You can be displaying narcissistic traits, but you might not be a personality disorder person, you know? I think it's a different degree of suffering. I mean, having some degree of narcissism is healthy, but when it's a disorder, that means you're probably suffering from it and you're causing other people to suffer from it. And especially if you are undiagnosed or not aware, then you don't really know what's causing all the relationship issues in your life, for you and for other people. MPD is on the same personality disorder classification as bipolar, so, or not bipolar, borderline? Wait, which one is it? BPD, whichever one that is. I think it might be borderline. Bipolar is not a personality disorder. Got it. Thank you all. What defines bipolar? Is that the one with cycles of depression and mania? Yeah. I've always wondered if I might have had bipolar traits, but I don't think I ever hit mania, so no. I think I'm just depressed. I think the more we villainize conditions and disorders, the more we uphold this narrative of like, some people are evil and other people are not. I think we all possess good and evil, and we just live with it in different manifestations. So I would like to take a sympathetic look on all kinds of conditions, not for the sake of other people, but just for the sake of myself and my own mental peace. I don't want to be a person that has enemies in life, and I think by judging other people as quote-unquote bad people, it creates mental enemies for myself, and it's not the way I want to live. Yeah, there's a lot of DSM critique. I think they're all very valid. The DSM is very faulty. It's gone through a lot of changes and transitions, obviously, It's classified a lot of things that are now no longer seen as disorders. So take it with a grain of salt, obviously. You know, it's all man-made. It's all AI. It's just all dumb AI. Yeah, also asexuality used to be a disorder in the DSM too. Remember, all these rules and categories are meant as a system of power. Power is oppressive. Keep that in mind. They can be useful, but they can also be abused. I think some of the self-aware narcissist channels that I've been watching, it's been very illuminating for me, and one of them said something that was very key. I think a lot of quote-unquote victims of people with narcissistic personality disorder, after they get out of the relationship and are still mentally stuck, they keep mulling over like, well, was I in a relationship with a narcissist? Were they actually NPD people? And this channel basically said, you know, it doesn't really matter if they're a narcissist or not. It matters if they were toxic for you. It matters if they hurt you. If they hurt you, they're just not the person for you. You don't want to be in that relationship. And that's key. It doesn't really matter if they're actually NPD or not. It just matters that you recognize that they were not a suitable partner for you. That they did things in such a way that made you feel destroyed in some way, and it's just not a sustainable dynamic. So just, you can use terms to help guide you in terms of conceptualizing stuff and mental compartmentalization, but know that the labels are just one way for you to describe what you're experiencing. They are not the essential truth. And you know, some people, because of their background, upbringing, because of the cycles they've been through, because of whatever insecurities they have, because of their own mental health issues, whatever, some people prefer to be in toxic relationships. And while I can judge them and say, well, I wouldn't do that, I've also had such an experience this round with the person that I suspect has NPD that I totally understand people who choose to remain in those dynamics. I've gained much more understanding into certain psychology and trappings. So, you know, to each their own. At the end of the day, we all die, and you make your choices. Good night, Alice. I think, had I known more about NPD before I met this person, I would have had more of a toolbox to know how to navigate that dynamic. I don't think I would have been in a relationship with them, but I think to some degree, maybe I would have seen it sooner and I would have been like, okay, this person is still interesting, but I'm going to keep my distance. But because I didn't know, I had no experience up until that point, and I basically sunk myself into a place where I did get hurt quite a bit. It became no longer salvageable to maintain any sort of relationship with them, platonic or not, which is sad, but you live and you learn. Yeah, memento mori grounds me. The reminder that we all die grounds me. It's not meant to be a depressing thought for me. It's actually a very orienting and peaceful thought to have. So why I started watching MPD videos was because of the reaction that happened after I discontinued contact. That's really what confirmed for me my suspicions. The behaviors before I discontinued contact were worrying, but not enough of a red flag consistently for me to be like, okay, I'm out. But it was the reaction after I discontinued contact that kind of cued me into, oh, I see what's happening here. You know, I think most people, once they know they don't want to be heard from again, they drop it, but it was not the case. And that's what continues to hurt me, because I think it is very much still a strategy. It is very much still a game that is being played. The way that the repetitions of reaching back out, the wording, the framing, the blaming, the twisting of my words, it's a lot. But I'm learning. I'm thankful for the lesson. I'm glad to have had this lesson. And I'm very thankful that I had this lesson when I'm in my 30s and not in my 20s. Okay, we're done. We're done with today's dumpling making. Have a good day, hubby. Thanks for joining. Say goodbye to our husband, y'all. The lesson they teach is to love yourself more. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm still processing this. It was a lot to process mentally. don't know to what extent they still follow me and watch my stuff. I'm only going to assume that they watch everything and they keep tabs on me. But, you know, I'm not going to stop living my life. It's, I think going through something like this feels a lot like emotional terrorism. I liken it a lot to how people felt after 9/11, navigating the city after feeling scared of everything. There is an intense amount of like violation that happens mentally, on top of other violations that happen, that is sustained, I think, even after they're technically out of your life. They're not. So I'm still processing, for sure. The way of feeling like they can't leave you alone, that they'll always be back, is draining, but I think it's just practice for me on how to mentally disengage. The only reason why I'm worried and expending any amount of mental space on this still is because I'm not quite healed yet, and I'm simply allowing myself time and space to heal. I'm not rushing it, I can't rush it. I'm letting myself experience the process, and I have to trust the process, and I have to just let it be what it is. And it's so shocking. It's so shocking that this is the outcome. I would not have seen this at all. Did not see this coming. And again, that's why my armchair diagnosis is covert, because I did not see any signs of this clearly enough. Guys, it's time to eat some snacks. Our favorite time, well, my favorite time of day. I don't know what your favorite time of day is, but it's my favorite time of day. And then I'm gonna log off, and I'm gonna go finish editing that video for y'all, and for me. Most of all for me. I don't do shit for y'all, I only do it for me, because I'm a selfish bitch. I don't love anime. I don't mind it, but I don't love it. I don't hunger for it. Bratty sub energy? I don't know what a bratty sub energy is, guys. Maybe I am a sub. I'm a sub who wants to be a dom. Who doesn't really want to be a dom. I just want to be an equal. Can I be a switch? Am I using that term correctly? I don't know shit about this, guys. I don't know what I'm saying. What is a bratty sub? I'm gonna clarify. No, I am not talking about Aaron. This person is not Aaron. Aaron is my friend. We were together for over a decade. We continue to support each other, and we keep in touch, and we're on good terms. It is not Aaron, okay? Stop thinking That you know everyone in my life. Yeah, don't. Bratty? What, okay, what is bratty in this context, please? Can I just have a definition in this context? Is it literally just a brat? Or is there more of a connotation within the community and the context of these terms? Huh. Yeah. I guess everybody who joins these lives don't watch all of them, and then they're like, who, when, where, why, how? And then I'm like, not again. It really means more like defiant. Okay, that's me. I am a brat then. That's exactly who I am. I'm a gosh darn brat. Secretly very self-centered. That is me. You got me. You got me. You see, people who ask all these questions about my life don't want to do work. They don't want to hunt for it. But my life is on the internet. Everything that you desire is already there for you. Just so you know. You don't need us. Whoa, this is a weird song. What are we listening to now? Prophecy of the Dragon by The Voids with a Z. I love this discussion. I will take the BDSM test. Do you guys have a recommended one? I'll take it. I will take it right now if you want. I'll take it on the live while I eat. Do you want me to take the BDSM test on a live? Let's get demonetized, y'all. We've already talked about OnlyFans. We're there. BDSMtest.org. Okay. All right. I'm game. Let's do it. Wear it proudly that you know. Alright, we're gonna warm up this chicken. Freddie? Yes. That is everything I want my OnlyFans to be. That is, you've described my ideal OnlyFans. BDSMtest.org. Here we go. We'll begin testing your kinkiness shortly. Would you like us to help track your evolution over time? No. They need my gender, and they have a gender binary. They're not woke. This site is not woke. Yum. Strictly heterosexual or bi-curious, bisexual, pansexual, homo, flexible, strictly lesbian, gay, other, prefer not to disclose. Interesting. Do you think I'm strictly heterosexual? I'll let you dictate. Bi-curious. Interesting. Do you really think I am, though? I'm not sure. I'm going to say other. I don't think it matters. I prefer a short and simple test with reasonable accuracy. I prefer a maximum accuracy. Let's go maxi. Let's go maxi. Show all questions. Skip all questions. Skip all questions. Show all questions. How many times have you taken this test before? I feel like this might be my second time. I think I probably took it in college for something. Do you want me to read out all the questions as I take them so you can keep track? So it goes from an absolutely disagree to a neutral no opinion to an absolutely agree. I like to be dominated, especially in the bedroom. See, this is weird because are you asking about sex or not? Because I feel like my answer would be different for all of these. If a butch lesbian showed up at your door right now with new spices, you let her in? No, stranger danger. My mama taught me well. How did she get into my building? Scary. Scary. Y'all are. Do not let strangers in, even if they have new spices for you. Dream with the doc verifies by curious. Interesting. You guys know too much about my life. Do I like to be dominated? I don't know. I'm gonna have to. My Libra's gonna take 5 hours to answer this whole test. I don't know how many questions there are. This is a spicy mayo. I like receiving pain during sex or BDSM and seeing the results of it. Marks, bruises, makeup running. Guys, what? No. I prefer making the sexual decisions for my partner as this gives me more control. Interesting. I don't know what that means. This is very weird to be a very fairly sexually inexperienced asexual taking this quiz, because I'm just like, what does this mean? I need context. Would you mind sharing? Gary, what do you mean you didn't read it ahead of time? I quit. I feel like based on these first 3 questions though, I'm probably more on the sub side than the dom side. Would you mind sharing what defines a romantic interest to you as an asexual? I would like to ask all the people who are not asexual, or if you're ace, to speak up about what defines a romantic interest for you, because I don't think my definition of a romantic interest is that different from your definition of a romantic interest, I think. I think I'm pretty bratty. And I don't think I have enough data point to know if I'm a switch or not. I think I might need to have a little more sex before I can know. I don't think for me, romantic interest is 100% overlapping with physical attraction. I think I need to have some sort of physical attraction to the person that I'm romantically interested in, but I'm willing to be able to develop romantic interest in someone that I'm not immediately physically attracted to, because I do feel like for me, as the emotional bond and the romantic interest grows, that my physical attraction can also develop in tandem to that. So, does that answer your question? Bye, Dell. You're welcome. I think it's best if you ask your 15-year-old, because not all asexuals feel the same way about our orientation, you know? Like, I am on the asexual spectrum, but I very well could be in a completely different part of the spectrum as your daughter. So I think this is a conversation that you might need to have with her, and just know that she might not know all the answers right now. She's only 15. I'm turning 34 this year, and I still don't know all the answers for myself either. So I think just be supportive of her and try to not judge her, and try to let her know that you're there for her so that she doesn't face more hurt than she has to, you know? I think parents, when they try to protect their kids, immediately jump to some conclusions about what they should and shouldn't do, because from their perspective, they know what might cause their kids to be more hurt. But I think in having that knee-jerk reaction of protecting your kids, sometimes you actually end up hurting them with your judgments. Just speaking as a daughter myself, I think have a conversation with your daughter to understand her and what her needs are, because I don't know her, she might not know her, and you know her, but you might not know this aspect of her, and especially not in the way that she might need you to understand her right now. So that's between y'all. That's not something I can help with. But I think in trying to learn about asexuality, you're already being a very considerate mom, so thank you. What's defined as sex versus intimate connection? Could cuddling be defined as sex or strictly connection? I think depending on the level of cuddling that you're doing, it can certainly lean into the sex territory, but intimate connection, I think, includes sex, but not all sex is intimate connection, and not all intimate connection involves sex. I think cuddling can be intimate connection, even clothed. Yeah, and it's okay for her to not know. Like, I still don't know. I thought I was asexual when I was 20. My parents were like, no, you're not. You just haven't had sex. You'll get there. That was their response. So, you know, I understand why they responded the way they responded, but it certainly didn't make me feel very good or supported. And I know that they didn't mean to hurt me, but like they made me doubt myself, which is fine because I was already doubting myself. But, you know, nobody has these answers. I don't have these answers. I'm just living life and I'm figuring things out as I go. And I'm slowly learning how to be okay with that. Yeah, I feel like some people who fall on the queer spectrum, when they come out and they're being interviewed and they recount all of these experiences, they're like, oh, I knew from the very beginning. And I was like, wow, damn. I don't know if that's better or worse, but I certainly didn't. What's tripping territory? What are all these terms? I mean, it's fascinating to think about what age we were when we realized that we were queer, you know, whatever that term means for you, however you choose to define it, for sure. That's so nice, Brooke. It sounds like you guys have an awesomely supportive family. Yay. I'm gonna taste test this. The herbs and sumac. I think this is out of stock right now, but I'm not sure. Lovely sumac flavor. A lot of cured vibes. Slightly Middle Eastern, slightly Indian actually. This has sumac, thyme, oregano, cumin, coriander, black pepper. Interesting. So interesting. I would say based on your definition, if tripping has the intention of getting each other more aroused, that would count as sex for me. If it's like a mutually agreed upon dynamic that like we're doing this to heighten our arousal, that counts as sex to me. Like on that spectrum, I feel like kissing can be sex too. Like making out with the intention of having it progress more physically. I think that's sex. But I've never heard that term before. I've heard of dry humping. Much less elegant of a phrase. I'm gonna eat an egg. Grandma keeps giving me all her eggs. We're gonna eat one. Thank you for the education today. I love learning things. This is fun. It's like school, but not. It's like therapy, but not. It's like a party, but not. It's like cooking, but not. What are we then? What are we? Let's have the relationship talk. What are we? Is there anyone out there who doesn't want true connection? Isn't that what we all want? This is a perfectly cooked hard-boiled egg, no green. Good job, Grandma's facility. We're the best situationship known to mankind. With a lot of trash meals. I don't know, Freddie. I don't know if that question was cheeky, but we call call food sex, obviously we don't mean it. So language is perverted. Shredded carrots, leftover chicken scraps from making chicken stock, some peas cooked, pickle juice, a little bit of spice, and spicy mayo. We are listening to Ordinary Love by Roosevelt. So I think phone sex and cyber sex are sex. I think anything done for the purpose of arousal is sex. Like physical arousal. All right, I think we're gonna log off soon, y'all. This, how is it? It's like a 5.5. It's edible. It's giving me vegetables. It's making me eat up leftovers. It's definitely nutritious. Is it like a flavor masterpiece? Not really. Is it disgusting? No, not quite. Guys, I don't even know what a debt ceiling is. Do we really care? I don't think you need to climax for sex. Like, a lot of sex doesn't end in an orgasm. But I think the intention towards building arousal is what makes sex sex. In my brain, at least. I'm sure other people have different ways of defining it. We're trying to talk about sex here, and you guys are talking about politics. What a boner killer. Guess none of us are getting off tonight, huh?